Hello and welcome to SKTV News. You're watching Primetime English News with HEMABATI. First, the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Foundation for Development Projects worth 7,300 crore rupees and inaugurate projects worth 1,200 crore rupees during his visit to Manipur. Amuko and its allies decide not to attend public gathering on PM visit. President Nando Luwang says people suffering ignored during over 2-year Manipur conflict. Miscreants destroy decorative structures erected along road to welcome Prime Minister in Churachandpur district. Foothills Naga Coordination Committee demands to reject any demand for separate administration, opposes plan to set up militant camps in Naga areas. President Draupadi Murmu administers oath to CP Radhakrishnan as 15th Vice President of India in a ceremony held at Rashtrapati Bhavan. And police station building constructed by Manipur government at Satangkhul along Indo-Myanmar border falls into Myanmar territory. Now let's take a look at the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will lay foundation stones for development projects valued at 7,300 crore rupees and inaugurate projects worth 1,200 crore rupees during his visit to Manipur tomorrow. Manipur Chief Secretary Punit Kumar Goyal today officially confirmed Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Manipur during a press meet that was held at Conference Hall of Old Secretariat. Speaking to media persons, Chief Secretary Punit Kumar Goyal informed that the Prime Minister will land at Churachandpur at around 12:15 p.m. tomorrow, where he will interact with internally displaced persons in the district. He will lay foundation stone of various infrastructure projects to be taken up throughout the state at Peace Ground, Churachandpur, and will also address the public gathering present there. Thereafter, Prime Minister Modi will arrive at Kangla at around 2 p.m. and interact with the internally displaced persons. The Prime Minister will also inaugurate various developmental projects within and outside the state. Among the projects for which foundation stones will be laid include the 3,647 crore rupees worth Manipur Urban Roads, Drainage and Asset Management Improvement Project, project to strengthen 120 high schools and higher secondary schools in all 16 districts, upgradation of National Highway 102A Sangshak Technopole section for budget worth 1,280 crore rupees, to laning of National Highway 202 under Bharatmala Pariyojana in Ukhrul district with cost of 1,284 crore rupees. Prime Minister Modi will also inaugurate various projects such as the Civil Secretariat, ITSEZ Building 1, new police headquarters at Manipuri, Manipur Bhavan at Dwarka, New Delhi, Manipur Bhavan at Salt Lake in Kolkata, 4 IMA markets in Technopole, Noni, Palil and Moirang, hostel for paramedical and allied sciences at Janims and various other completed projects. Speaking further, Chief Secretary Goyal appealed people to welcome Prime Minister Narendra Modi, calling the visit as pathway towards peace and normalcy in the state.
The state government appreciates the efforts of Manipur, both in the hills and the valley, for successfully moving forward to restore peace and normalcy in the state. Thus, the visit of Honorable Prime Minister to the state pave way for peace, normalcy, accelerated growth in the state. Honorable PM will be arriving in Manipur on 13 September 2025 from Aizawl. On his arrival at Churachandpur around 12:15 p.m., he will first interact with some of the internally displaced persons in the district. He will lay foundation stone of various infrastructure projects to be taken up throughout the state. The Honorable Prime Minister will address the public gathering at Peace Ground, Churachandpur. he will arrive at Kangla around 2:30 p.m. and first interact with some of the IDPs in the valley area. The Honorable Prime Minister will be inaugurating various development projects within and outside the state belonging to Manipur. The Honorable Prime Minister will address the public gathering at Kangla.
President of All Manipur United Clubs Organization, AMUCO, Fairojam Nandoluwang today maintained that AMUCO and its allied organizations will not be part of the visit by Prime Minister Narendra Modi tomorrow, while alleging that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is oblivious of hardships underwent by indigenous communities in the state. Speaking to media persons at his office in Kwaketil, Nandoluwang said people of Manipur continue to suffer owing to the violent conflict which started on May 3, 2023. The value of those who have suffered and those who have lost their lives cannot be fixed by announcement of few projects. Speaking further, Nandoluwang urged people to remember the suffering that Manipur went through in the absence of any comforting words from Prime Minister Modi.
भारत की चावलबा ममन यामलबा प्राइम मिनिस्टर अमना मणिपुर गुंबा पिपु स्टेट अमदा लापा मतमदा मणिपुर की मियामना हरावफम थोपा तराम तराम उफम थोपदु हराव तयाम बलोना तराम तराम ओफिसी अखोइदा हरावबगी तराम तराम वंगबगी पॉजिटिव फीलिंग अमा अखोइदा लेतेबा लेत्रिसी करिगिनो हायकांदा भारत सरकार की मणिपुर मियामबु थोक्सा वसादबा मणिपुर मियाम की वाकत तादबा मणिपुर मियाम की थवाई की ममन खंगदबा मणिपुर मियाम की ई की ममन खंगदबा मणिपुर मियाम की मिट की पी मसक खंगदबा मरुओइना लमदम सिगी यलोमी ओइरिबा मैतै सिंगना इरेपाक इरमदम की अपन मसकतम कायदनबा होनबदा अखोइ इंटरनी डिस्प्लेस पर्सन मयाम सि अवा फुगमदा लागना मिट खुदिंग की मिट की पी तारिबा सुंब मयाम से अखोइ काउदेबा अदुना भारत की प्राइम मिनिस्टर ना मणिपुर लाकदोरिबा खोंचत असि करिगी दमका लाक्तोइनो करिगुंबा ऑफिस खरा सानबगी फाउंडेशन स्टोन जुंबगी ने हाबिनेबा अखोइ मणिपुर की मियाम सि ngaliंगी मतम दि गौना ओइजे ओइथक ngawba करिगुंबा अरंग अरक खरदा थुमबलगा याबा दुंबा कांगलु फुरुप अम नत्तिएबा अदुना करिगुंबा फिबम मतदा अखोइ भारत की प्राइम मिनिस्टर लापचदा अखोइ सरुक याजरoi हाबिसि अखोइ याम सेंबा खोंफम फिरेब्रो हाइजबनी.
Ahead of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Manipur on 13 September, miscreants pulled down and destroyed decorative structures erected along the road to welcome the Prime Minister in Churachandpur district. Groups of men armed with sticks went on rampage around 7:30 p.m. at few places near the helipad where Prime Minister is scheduled to land during his first visit to the state after ethnic clashes broke out in May 2023. According to sources, the incident broke after a public meeting that announced 2 days' wages will be given to workers, which triggered outrage, following which a large number of miscreants set some of the structures on fire in Piersonmun, Beef Island and Bungmul villages at around 7:30 p.m. last night. District Police and Central Security Forces managed to contain the outrage until late in the evening. Furthermore, disappointment mounted regarding allegations that only a select few are benefiting from the SU agreement extension, besides pocketing compensations for personal gain and disagreement on putting coffins on Wall of Remembrance, which added fuel to the outrage.
बोलो बोलो बोलो.
Meanwhile, Shiv Sena Manipur Pradesh demanded strong legal actions against miscreants who were involved in vandalizing structures that were erected to welcome Prime Minister Modi in Churachandpur last night. Speaking to media persons in this regard at its office in Babupara, State President of Shiv Sena Manipur Pradesh M. Tombi condemned the incident which took place at Churachandpur last night. Calling the actions as tarnishing the image of Prime Minister Modi, M. Tombi demanded financial assistance for internally displaced persons instead of helping the illegal immigrants from Myanmar. He also demanded strict actions from central and state forces against miscreants who engage in violent activities.
Champugi, Honorable Prime Minister, na visit Torokuda, Eklen, Taudabuki Maratuda, Miam Pungada Zagaduda, Teliba holding, Tekliba Pestun, Kariba Shemiba, Punamak, Prime Minister, Lakani Habiduki, against Maitaba, Aduga. Totally, a quick ban blockades to Jomi Student Federation, school colleges, Punamak, Shutiga Tadokara, Honorable Prime Minister, visit Chivo, Ikaiba Piba, Sikumatava, Shiv Shanan, the Manipur Democratic Alliance, strongly condemned the way.
Foothills Naga Coordination Committee (FNCC) has submitted a memorandum to Prime Minister Narendra Modi strongly opposing the proposed establishment of Kuki militants designated camps at Karam Vaipai, Jethongku Lui and Sijang under Kangpopi subdivision of Manipur. The memorandum was submitted through BJP National Spokesperson and North-East Coordinator Dr. Sambit Patra. The FNCC stated that the proposed camps fall within undisputed Naga ancestral territories and warned that any attempt to militarize these lands under suspension of operations (SU agreement) would amount to state-facilitated encroachment. The committee alleged that Kuki militant groups are extorting 40 to 45 lakh rupees per day through illegal activities and terrorizing civilians in the foothill regions, while security forces remain passive. The FNCC demanded rejection of any demand for separate administration in Manipur, immediate cancellation of any plan to set up camps in Naga areas, eviction of all Kuki militant groups, verification of IDP records in Kangpokpi, deportation of illegal immigrants, and protection of Naga customary land rights. The memorandum also called for accountability of central and state security forces for their inaction, warning that continued presence of militants in Naga areas threatens to escalate tensions and destabilize Manipur further. Chandrapuram Ponnuswamy Radhakrishnan today sworn in as the 15th Vice President of India during a ceremony that was held at the Rashtrapati Bhavan this morning. President Draupadi Murmu administered the oath to the 67-year-old Radhakrishnan. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Home Minister Amit Shah, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and BJP President JP Nadda were among those who attended the program. Former Vice Presidents Hamid Ansari and Venkaiah Naidu were also present at the ceremony. Radhakrishnan contested the VP elections as the NDA candidate against INDIA bloc's B. Sundarshan Reddy. Radhakrishnan, who was set to win at least 437 votes, backed 452 votes, indicating cross-voting via the opposition parties. The election was necessitated due to the sudden resignation of the then incumbent Jagdeep Dhankar on July 21 over health issues.
Chandrapuram Ponnuswamy Radhakrishnan,
do swear in the name of God
do swear in the name of God
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of India
to the Constitution of India
as by law established,
as by law established,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duty
and that I will faithfully discharge the duty
upon which I am about to enter. Congratulations.
Is Manipur on the brink of losing parts of its territory owing to border fencing work along Indo-Myanmar border? Representatives of Roram Area Marine Organization and Eastern Marine Union have informed that the erection of a sub-pillar about 500 meters inward Manipur's territory has pushed a police station built at Satang village under Myanmar's territory. According to Chairman of RAMO, K. Prakash Maring, the matter came to light during a visit to Choktong village, where the team of RAMO and EMSU paid a visit to inquire about recent physical assault incident of one Marine man named T.H. Merangshing Maring by Myanmar-based PDF. K. Prakash Maring also blamed the government for negligence of people at Eastern Marine area under Technopole district. He also informed that illegal immigrants from Myanmar who are currently taking shelter were told to vacate Eastern Marine area within a month. Rajya Sabha MP Sanajau Shimba has described the visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi as very fortunate for both the people and the state. In a video message, MP Sanajau appealed people in the state to welcome Prime Minister Modi with open arms. While urging to withdraw any sort of boycott of PM Modi, MP Sanajau asserted that Manipur has seen various violent conflicts in the past, but none of the prime ministers have visited the state to console and give solace to people. But Prime Minister Narendra Modi is here to meet the people of violence-hit Manipur.
भारत के दुगुम्बा प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी ना मागी नॉर्थ ईस्ट के ओइबा स्टेट अहुम की खोंचता कोई मणिपुर दसु लापिगनी हादना हाइबिरपा सिट आइबि मागे देगी हमसु मणिपुर प्रजा पुनमकी मागे देगी यामना तारामना खोंथुई हादना आई आयामदे थामजरी कोई मयाम की अवाबा कोई मयाम मुचादबा पेंदबा मयाम मामा ताबिगनी येंबिगनी हादना लापसे पुनमकी लाइबु फबनी कनागुम्बा सिंना बॉयकॉट तौबा नत्रगा कनागुम्बा सिंना मफम थोते खोते हाइबसे अखलदैदि मसी तहनजनिंगे कोई पुनमकी लीडर ओरिबा अदुगा महाकी वाहै अमदा थबा अमदा अवाबा पुनमसी कोको याबा मियोय बना नदमसदा तागना लापिबसे मसे पुनमकी कोई लाइबुक फबनी मारा लाइंगसदा कोई मयाम हराव हरावना मा वोगा कुनुचादबा हाइनिंगबा पेंदबा लेबा मयाम मौंदा थामोय सें थमगा मागे मफमदगी फजबा अदुगुम्बा मणिपुरगी तुंग कोइना शांति कोको याबा अदुगुम्बा लंबियदा तगी खोसे असु बिबिरमनबा कोई पुनमंगना हराव तयाबा पुनमसी
Meanwhile, Cookie Students Organization Churachandpur has imposed public curfew in the district in order to strengthen security protocols and a preventive measure to ensure public safety and avoid any untoward incidents during the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Churachandpur. The public curfew will be in effect from 5 p.m. today until early morning tomorrow. KSO Churachandpur further maintained that no individual will be permitted to loiter, assemble or engage in any form of anti-social activity during this period. All shops, stores and business establishments along Tidim Road are strictly directed to remain closed for the duration of the event. KSO also warned that no Meitei security personnel should come to the district for duty and vice versa. Cookie Students Organization Churachandpur also maintained that the visit by Prime Minister is an opportunity to amplify the call for justice and to draw national attention to the plight and aspirations of the people. The organization also expressed hope that this visit will pave the way for meaningful dialogue, acknowledgement of grievances and the delivery of long-awaited justice. Maipak Kunaikanba Punba Maira Baibi Lup, Imphal has expressed strong dissatisfaction over Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit, terming it an insult to the people of Manipur and urging the people to boycott the scheduled public meeting. Imphal staged a sit-in protest at its office premises in Thoubal, Wangwataba, with members wearing black wristbands. Addressing the media, Imphal President Maipak said that in nearly 3 years of the Manipur crisis, the Prime Minister never spoke a word, and after all the destruction, the association cannot accept or offer a seat of welcome to him. She said that the Prime Minister neglected the people when they needed him most, and visiting at this late stage carries no meaning. The association urged the public not to attend the public meeting.
Chahi ahum pharwang mafam jidaida Narendra Modi na kari hairige haibado hairatraga siba naba isa isu nupi angang khudimak mangrba tumbal loirakada manang handak Manipur da lakani haibase akoi Manipur ki nupi mayam khunai mayam jeta yaba ngamoy mabu okpasu ngamoy lili kem da lai na punchi loi yuwa mayam su yaure asi bhaw da mana hanna yengatraga Manipur da mana handak la ibase akoi bu mana singna bani haiba thoi Manipur se mangal lage tupal lage haibagi wakhalol amagi loina na lakpa mali aduna Narendra Modi lakpa matamda mabu okpasu ngamjaro aduga magi phidajo koina thawa ngamoy.
Nambol area Mairapai Bilup, Nampal President Maibam Shanti has strongly condemned Prime Minister Narendra Modi's proposed visit to Manipur, stating that he failed to intervene when violence first broke and that even after nearly 3 years, he has brought no solution. Speaking to the media at Nambol Phojing, Nampal President Maibam Shanti questioned whether the visit is aimed at restoring peace or further dividing the state. She asked the reason behind the timing of his visit after a long silence on Manipur. Meanwhile, Nambol Bazaar Women's Vendor Association Secretary H. Kunjalata said that the Prime Minister ignored repeated appeals when the crisis first broke out and never visited despite the people's cries for help. She said there is no meaning in visiting now when the fire has already burned the state and declared she would not honor the visit.
Bharat ki Prime Minister na koi Manipur da lakadoriba asi koi nampana su yaningde sahi ani ohum phajalaglaba asi phawbada rong mata mana karigumba amatta wahang amata hangdagai lalaga khangawdana lakani haina tawriba ase yaba sungam ngamjaroi mana Manipur da lakadoriba asi aikoi gi tangdu leitaba borokna bagi lakadoribra natragana koi Manipur thugaiba lakadoribra haiba wafam asi thamjari
aigi iramda Manipur na ha ka lawringaida akhoi ma ki manakta chenchili amukta lakpiyu ai iramda Manipur si mai haure aigi Manipur ware haidana law khonghi matamda ma kadai da laigi ma karigi lotlaga lairi hujik yum mai chakre mange tumme lawre khongre kayarak torga su nasan khidraba na da hakhidraba mitang khraba akhoi Prime Minister darkar oide akhoi na phangdriba pandam se asi yogdriba khoi lawgini thamoi so I yaningde adugumba VIP adugumba mayam amado khoida darkar oidre akhoi na hujik darkar orisi thamoi sengna thabak tawba thamoi sengna Manipur nungsiba adugumba mayam do taselaga thabak tawba pami aduna India gi Prime Minister osu mawa lawdre ma ikhang khangdana Manipur gi khongchat tang 13 September se akhoi thamoi sengna masi yajaninde ma bula haninde.
Now before we move on, it's time for a short break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Great opportunity for local operators. SKTV is expanding. Come and be a part of SKTV revolution with high-speed internet, IPTV along with OTT and other benefits. We are building stronger connections through franchising. Become a local cable operator and provide reliable information and entertainment to your neighbors. Unlock your growth with our technology and top-tier service. So if you're looking for exclusive partnership opportunities, then please call us at 700-5259-437 or 897-420-9157.
Welcome back. You're watching SKTV Primetime English News. More news and updates. Federation of Haumi President Sapamcha Jadumani asserted that in the ongoing Manipur crisis, Kuki community's attack is not confined to just towards Meiteis, but targeted to all 25 communities residing in the state. The statement was made in the sidelines of Know Your Identity campaign at Sungrifai village, Kamjong district. The campaign is part of a continuing program since 2018, organized by Federation of Haumi. Speaking on the occasion, Sapamcha Jadumani said that violent attacks by armed Kuki militants are carried out with the knowledge of Indian government. He condemned the upcoming visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, saying it exposes differential treatment in the distribution of funds allotment and questioned the reason behind stopping at Churachandpur first. He added that the 25 indigenous communities are under threat from illegal outsiders that continue to spread in numbers. He added that Indian policy covertly aims to dilute indigenous population by turning a blind eye to illegal foreigners.
Yelomi yek salai leba singna kulumdoi tampakta ani kunna kunma se damji makuri mau gi masingdagi marang gi masingdagi pawai gi masingdagi mapade haijariba nepali singna masing heleba aikoi da sasal leiba aikoi da I supi bidu kana kana no khamdana aikoi base sinau hakta yekhai na ne base basi yade hauja khoi thingai ba lan se mitei ga Kuki Thema Blatati. Yellow missing the Matata Tarpalani, Yellow me Pukunma, Matata Tarpalani, Masi Thema Bible said, Yellow me Pukunmasi, दायित्वनि नौदम तारगदि एक मा इरमदम से सोजन मुत्कनि नरेंद्र मोदी ना इम्फाल दा हांगवत लापरि बहुत सुसामपुर चलगा इम्फाल दा लाक्टोइ से सुसामपुर दा लेगिबा कुकी सिंगदो अदुन हेन इम्पोर्टेंट वे हैबने कई तमता नरेंद्र मोदी ना सुसामपुर दा तो खाइबो पैसा म था देनो माना थादगी हारगा मणिपुर दा लेबो डिस्ट्रिक्ट तरा तम से श्रेद माना थादे बिसक माना लोइ थादबिरो.
Meanwhile, Federation of HEMABATI Vice President Dr. K. Hirakabui said that names of all communities will be engraved in the foundation stone that will be inaugurated on 6 October and urged the public to support this initiative. Moreover, Sungrifai village headman Chithung Ningkhalim urged the public to wear their community attires on the day of inauguration as a mark of cultural identity.
Federation haumina lachapati isagi natte ekoi langdamni ekoi nungsi chana leisi ekoi mangbi yadi habi wakhalon de lachapati
nasa nasagi jati de khangadaba jati ni hai na identify tawgadaba poche amamam onatraga furitla khongraura phanela karinoma setlaga meeting sigum si jatiba aise aigi sakta ko se karina takane aigi loan duna aigi phije duna aigi chakcha duna
Coalition Against Drug and Alcohol (CADA) today joined the residents of Lei Inkul in a sit-in which was held against government's action to evict residents of Lei Inkul for High Court of Manipur expansion project. People held placards that read as Save Lei Inkul, Save Marup, Laifung Kuno Mamang Leikai, Nomibung Women's Development Merapaibi Association Unit 1, Miyamgi Yaifa Nupi Loop, Kongman Zone 4 and other Merapaibi and women's organizations. Manipur High Court Chief Justice Kempaiah Somashekar completed his term on 14 September. High Court officials observed a formal farewell ceremony upon his retirement from judicial services at Courtroom No. 1. The program was attended by Justice A. Bimol, Justice A. Guneshwar Sharma, High Court Bar Association President Naurim Kumarjit, members of All Manipur Bar Association, Bar Council of Manipur, registrars, advocates and staff. Appointed by President Draupadi Murmu in May 2025, Justice Somashekar moved from Karnataka High Court to take charge in Manipur. During his tenure, he presided over key matters, including the local body election rulings, construction of Chandel District CJM complex and legal aid initiatives for displaced persons in relief camps. Officials extended best wishes as he steps into retirement. Meanwhile, Madras High Court Justice M. Sundar has been proposed by the central government to the Supreme Court Collegium for appointment as the next Chief Justice of Manipur High Court, alongside proposals for new Chief Justices in Karnataka and Meghalaya High Courts.
People of Manipur, I wish to say this. During my tenure, I have experienced your warmth, your resilience, and your hope. This land with its mountains, hills, and valleys, its vibrant concern, and its indomitable spirit will always hold a special place in my heart. Attaining superambition is not an end, but a transition where I may no longer sit in the bench. The commitment of justice to learning to serve will continue to guide me. I look forward to contributing in whatever modest way I can make in the confines of this court.
President of BJP Suknu Mandal M. Navachandra has criticized Suknu MLA K. Ranjit for taking credit for the materialization of road construction work along road connecting Hyanglam Wabagai Lamkai Kaitel in Kakching district to Suknu. Speaking to media persons at Kakching Kuno, Navachandra asserted that the process to renovate the road stretch was started during previous government led by ex-Chief Minister and Birain under Special Assistance to State for Capital Investment SASCI. However, the project was delayed due to imposition of President's rule in the state. While accusing MLA Ranjit of taking political mileage by making false claim, Navachandra urged the MLA to focus on improving road condition and on bad condition of education and health in the constituency.
Sunu Kendra MLA na Bogai Lam Khai tu Sunu Pawagi Lambi Shemagani Haina Kana Lauga Loina Madugi Namada Kendra Siki Tuan Tokana Famda Congress Ki Langan Jan Magita Kana Satari Hai Balambi Shemagi program si Special Assistant to State for Capital Investment Hariba program si Makada Paket program ni Sunu Kendra Ki MLA na Manik Worksman Story Matam Sembiram Dava Maramaduna Hariba program si Vice Minister Birana Happy Rama program ni Adu Masi Quick MLA na Karor ni Puma Kaitokana Sunu Kendra Gilambizi Adi Bogai Lam Kai tu Sunu Pawi Shemani and Yam Kana Yamda Lana Prasa so with Hoxit of Nindia. Chigaloina Sim Kunogi Manunga, Tongan Pomsinga, PWT program Makada, Maki worker conductor Haitarine, Masi Tadoga, Son Matavakayamba, Father Loina Kairi, Kairi will abusing share, Department and Bigedra, MLA Masala, Yang Haribra. Hai masing ke padana sembi dragadi di pamen su makata na bin singba pibi da naba se sugunu mandal ki chur gi miyam da si thamjari.
Bishnupur District Legal Services Authority DLSA in association with Manipur Legal Aid Club Project G organized a day-long legal awareness campaign on POCSO Act, Juvenile Justice Act, CMP Act, Basic Legal Child Rights at St. John English High School in Numbol today. Speaking on the sideline, Super Senior Member of Project Generation, Yenkom Wangtoy, stressed on the importance of understanding the law that concern child rights, so that issues such as underage marriage, sexual offense can be prevented in our society.
Sahi Sudan Yumban by Marie the Pusenbagi Chanabi Amayam Kana Lady Basi Hana the Kisho Hona Lady Basi Masi social evil company Masi Tobita of Honabu Project Foundation Silibat legal awareness topics as Yamna sensitive over also Harkan the Hogi announcing book sexual offensing the protect on Nava Sugumba sensitive over Ekasina offense Toriba culpressing the Su Kayam Satiba Jairak Pangbage Aduga Hogi announcing Dubuna Kayamuyam the protection Pangbage have the Hogi Exing as Kangbu Kanging Baleragasu Hogi legal awareness legal gi oiba legal actor project ji da pau phobiro soidana legal advice adu pijage adu khangna so honabiu.
Lecture on Pahalgam terrorist attack and Operation Sindoor was held at NCC Group Headquarters, Imphal Motivation Hall. The program was attended by Indian Army officers, NCC Boys and Girls Cadets and NCC Group Headquarters, Imphal officials. In the lecture, officials displayed photos and videos of the terrorist attack in Pahalgam, Kashmir for educational purposes to NCC cadets. Furthermore, Army officers deliberated on Operation Sindoor to the participating cadets and officials. Assam Rifles, known as the Sentinels of the Northeast, conducted awareness programs on Operation Sindoor across Manipur on September 11 and 12, reaching nearly 1,000 students, NCC cadets and faculty members. The outreach began in Churachandpur with sessions at Bethany Christian College, Don Bosco Higher Secondary School, St. Paul's Institute and St. Mary's Higher Secondary School, engaging 743 students. Assam Rifles representatives highlighted the strategic and technological aspects of Operation Sindoor, emphasizing courage, unity and service to the nation. Simultaneously, 150 NCC cadets at DM College Imphal participated in discussions linking military insights with civic ideals, while 100 students at Assam Rifles Public School Palel attended a session focused on patriotic and responsible youth development. In a related move to strengthen civil-military relations, Assam Rifles held security coordination meeting in Chandel district with local stakeholders, including Kuki community organizations, and discussed on regional security, development and community cooperation, with leaders acknowledging Assam Rifles' consistent support and outreach. Department of Teacher Education, Manipur University organized a Felicitation program for Dr. Kangabum Romeo, who is not only a faculty member of the department, but also serves as the director of National Adventure Foundation, NAF, Manipur chapter, based in New Delhi, the apex body for adventure sports in India. He was recently conferred the prestigious Brigadier Gyan Singh National Adventure Award 2025. The felicitation function was attended by Head of Department and Dean Professor Premlata Maisnam, along with faculty members and students of the department. It is worth noting that D. Kangabam Romeo has been actively contributing to the field of adventure sports, mountaineering and sport climbing for over 40 years. In recognition for his lifelong dedication and significant achievements, he received the National Award at an event held in YMCA, New Delhi, where the President of NAF, Lieutenant General Raman Dhawan, AVSM, VSM, ADC presented the award. Moving on in the national news. It was tense moment of passengers of Mumbai-bound SpiceJet aircraft as the plane lost a wheel during takeoff at the Kandla airport in Gujarat. A video of the wheel falling off was captured by a passenger on the flight. The airline said that an outer wheel of the Q400 turboprop aircraft was found on the runway after it took off. The plane made an emergency landing at 3:51 p.m. and as a precaution, a temporary emergency was declared at the Mumbai airport. According to SpiceJet spokesperson, the aircraft continued its journey to Mumbai and landed safely. Following a smooth landing, the aircraft taxied to the terminal under its own power and all passengers disembarked normally. And in the sports news, block level sports meet organized by Mera Yuba Bharat Kaching and All Kaching Kuno Sports Association, AKSA, Kaching Kuno concluded today at Chonokhom Lampak Kaching Kuno in Kaching district. The sports meet was organized under the supervision of Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sport with the theme Healthy Man Means Healthy Family, which ultimately leads to healthy society. This is the only way to New India. The meet commenced from 10 September among 6 teams. In the final match, Laifam Youth Club LYC Wangu defeated All Kaching Kuno Sports Association AKSA by 2-0. A friendly match also went down on the concluding day, where Sepa Kaching Kuno defeated Suknu FC by 2-1. Now, before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Foundation for Development Projects worth 7,300 crore rupees and inaugurate projects worth 1,200 crore rupees during his visit to Manipur tomorrow. Amuko and its allies decide not to attend public gathering on PM visit. President Nandu Luwang says people suffering ignored during over 2-year Manipur conflict. Miscreant destroyed decorative structures erected along road to welcome Prime Minister in Churachandpur district. Foothills Naga Coordination Committee demands to reject any demand for separate administration. Opposes plan to set up militant camps in Naga areas. President Draupadi Murmu administers oath to CP Radhakrishnan as 15th Vice President of India in a ceremony held at Rashtrapati Bhavan. And police station building constructed by Manipur government at Satangkul along Indo-Myanmar border falls into Myanmar territory. Now that's all we have for today's Primetime English News. Thank you for watching SKTV. Keep watching for more news and updates. Have a good night.